Hi everyone, I am here with a tutorial based on popular request. You guys have asked for this, and it is how to fill shapes and lettering for like names and stuff with the thread painting technique. I don't do much letter work, but I do fill shapes a lot in my own pieces. So I'm just going to show you how you can use this technique to create letters and names and things like that of your own. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've kind of just gone ahead and freestyled some letters and shapes onto my fabric with a water-soluble marker, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this mounted in my hoop. So to get this started, I think I'm going to begin with these block letters, and to fill this, I personally would fill this with horizontal long and short stitches, just to fill the entirety of it. I don't think it would look good if I tried to switch up the stitch direction for the little dot, so I'm just going to keep it uniform with horizontal stitches. I work with 2 strands typically for my own work, so I'm just going to stick with that amount for these letters just because I know what it's going to look like at the end once the stitches are blended. Keep in mind, if you do decide to use more than 2 strands, your stitching will look a little bit different than mine does. I don't knot the ends of my threads. I just kind of leave an inch excess on the back hanging off, and I find that the little loose bits get kind of anchored down by all your stitches over time. Let's see, you can come right in here. Bring it back down over here, and you're just filling all the negative space with your stitches. As I go along, I'm trying to keep these edges in straight lines. Just doing my best here. At the end, you have the option, you can either leave your stitching as is, or you can add borders with like split back stitches or something. It's all up to you, but this is how I would fill these letters with the thread painting technique. Just going back over these spots that are a little bit more indented to try and bulk up these like sparse areas a little bit. Something else that might help you keep your edges straight are making sure that your warp and weft of your base fabric is straight as well. So I can just go down the line, and these holes should be like in a straight line on the sides, and that helps me keep my work neat and lined up properly. Something that's nice about using thread painting to fill lettering, I could see by just working on this right now, is that the stitches are and will be held down after you like rinse out your fabric or whatever you do to get the the markings off. Your fabric should stay like it looks right now. Your stitches should stay nice and taut like this, whereas if you use satin stitch, sometimes what I've seen is people will make longer satin stitches and then they'll rinse their fabric or whatever, and their stitches get all loose after the fact, especially if the fabric is like a sweatshirt or something that is being worn. When the fabric bends around, the stitches look really loose. So this should not happen with the thread painting technique because your stitches are really secure. This is my finished word with block letters. As you can see, there is some texture there. That is just the thread painting technique. If you want less texture than that, I would use one strand. However, it is going to take forever to fill your word, so keep that in mind. The stitches are staying tight on the base fabric. There's no warping of the stitches, no warping of the fabric. Yeah, that is that. Next, I'm going to work on this more curved text, and for this I will use overlapping split end, split back stitches of varying lengths and angles. I've gone ahead and slowed the video back down to real time here so you can see how I create my curves with these stitches, and you can see that stitch length plays a big part in creating a smooth curve. So where the curve is the most bent, the stitch length is shorter, as opposed to where the curve sort of evens out and the stitch length gets long again. Moving on to filling shapes here, I'm going to be using 2 strands to fill this flower with long and short stitches, and then at the end go back with 1 strand to complete the flower's details. Lastly, I'm going to fill this shape with 2 strands of split back stitches and long and short stitches. And you can see I'm just kind of following the guidelines and filling all the negative space. At the end, I go back with 1 strand to complete the details. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.